What's up? We are back, part 2. Hopefully it ends in part 2, maybe part 3, we'll see. So as you can see, pulled out of the garage, getting a little cramped in there working, especially when I need to do some work to the backside. So did a few things that I didn't get footage of before I got it out of the garage. So I didn't realize how much in the last video I said over engineering, so hopefully I stop that today. Things that got done. Put in this L here, got that tied in top and bottom. On the bottom here, I did a kind of, this was the first piece on the very bottom. I put a header on that, or a footer, depending on what you want to call it. And then I put a piece on the front, because I'm planning on potentially running some big lag bolts in the front of here. Probably not just your typical lag bolts. What am I thinking? Eyes. Probably all the way through, big washers to pull it around the yard. And I'm glad I didn't waste the time cutting angles on the front there, because pulling it with the tractor, either the loader or the 3-point, as it pulls, it's going to pull up on an angle. So didn't have to mess around with all of that. I have no idea what that loud boom was. But I did add these. In the last video, I said I was going to add some 2x12s. Yeah, it was late. I 2x4x12s, cut them down. Just kind of put a piece here, just keep this bottom from flexing so much. And then just end up putting this piece here so I had something to tie into. That was kind of an afterthought. I put these braces in. It's not going to affect the chickens, and it might be a nice place to set a water and a feeder so it's out of the ground in the mud. Other thing we did is added this linoleum. It's just a heavy-duty linoleum. We actually put it in our laundry room of our house. I didn't have a piece big enough to do this whole thing in one section, so there's a big piece here, kind of the center. I centered it and have that continuously running as an edge here. And then I went around with what I had left and went up on the sides a little bit. So, you know, I don't know what bedding we're going with. The traditional pine bedding, I think, needs cleaned out a lot more. There's some new hemp stuff I saw online that you only have to clean it like once a year. It breaks down. They say it's better than pine. I know it's a lot more expensive, so I'm going to keep checking into that. But all four sides, three of the four sides are going to have a lip. And I don't know what I'm going to do here yet about putting a door or something that stands up, because I don't want the doors to go all the way to the bottom. You know, obviously I don't want all the bedding right against the door, so I still need to figure that out as we go. Extra material here. I think right now I'm going to geez, excuse me. I'm going to start with the rafters right now, get this thing squared up, plumbed up, and then I can start framing that window. And what else do we have? Yeah, frame that window and start clearing in that side, and we'll see what we do. And last thing I'll do is, you know, obviously put the fencing up on it. But I think we have a pretty good start. Stay tuned. Beautiful day. I think it's just noon. I almost said noon o'clock. Jeez. It's a little after noon and it's getting warm out, so I'm gonna get to work. And one thing I noticed, I didn't notice there, and this all looks good. Then I have a gap here. I didn't used to be OCD, I promise. I don't know what's going on, so we'll take care of that. I don't even know if these are gonna stay here. Oh yeah, and I need to work on the nesting boxes. I still need to do research, but I think in this area, this is 5 foot, I can easily get 4 in. We don't ever plan on having more than 12, 14 birds at max. So I think that'll work. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Day. So where I'm at right now is start hanging joists for the roof. Just 2x4s. I did go on just buy some of these joist hangers the other day just because I knew it would just make things easier and a little more sturdy. And if you can't tell, it's what I'm all about. I got these up and went and put a filler piece in every one of these cracks. Some people just use mesh. I figured I have so many pieces of leftover laying around, especially being, cut both these walls down to the size I wanted them. So that's a filler piece, and that also gives me something else to screw the metal sheeting into. It's nice being in the shade. So these are 8-foot runs this way. So a piece in the middle, and they got one on each end. Definitely enough to screw in. What's up, everybody? As you can see, once you get going, you can kind of get a pattern down and a rotation and just keep going and knocking them out. Looks like I only have maybe 5 more to go. So these joist hangers I'm using are not the ones I wanted, but 4 or 5 days ago when I went to Lowe's, that's all they had, so I'm making do with what I have. And as you can see, I'm probably going to build out a kind of a gable end off of here just to kind of give, I don't want the water running straight down. But once I found my spacing, what I needed, I just cut these boards 3 for each, stagger in the middle, and it makes the process pretty quick. So I'm gonna keep knocking out the rest. The only issue I'm having that's really kind of cost me excuse me, that's costing me some time is I had a whole bunch of different types of screws that I'm trying to use up. So it's like I have small nails in one bag in my tool belt. I have some 3-inch deck screws in one side that I'm using to kind of toe up into each one of the boards and to hook these middle ones on because that's what I have. Then I had a whole bunch of these. I think these are 1 1/4 inch. So these are what I'm using to hook the hangers on. If you can see over here, to hook the hangers on. This is what I'm using to hook the hanger to the joist, or the joist to the hanger rather. Oops, better pick that up before I run over the tire. And these are what's just kind of holding everything together. I even started screwing the hanger into that cross piece, even though I already got 2 3-inch nails going from the bottom. So it's getting really sturdy compared to what it was before I started putting the roof on. And once I get the sheeting on, I'm sure they'll kind of lock everything together. But so far, I'm happy with the way it's turning out. About another half hour, I should have the rest of that done. And we're back. Got all the rafters done. All the spacings came out perfect. The last one down here was still the same distance as the other ones. And then pan over here. The last 2 rafters I had, as you can see, this one has a little bit of a twist in it. I couldn't get that out, no matter how hard I twisted to try. No matter how hard I tried to twist it. All the rest of them came out pretty good, and I'm happy with them. But this one here was about not even 1/2 inch shorter than the rest. So if I'm a 1/2 inch out on something 16 feet long, I know in house and pole barn standards that's not going to cut it, but for a chicken coop, I think we're good to go. And down here, Kiddo is making a flower box for her mom. That's a pretty good right angle she's got going on there. So that's what we're doing. Now I'm gonna try and get this sheeted real quick, and then I'm gonna call it a day. So we'll see how much of this we get done for the day. Oh, one more thing. I literally ran out of 2x4s, except for this last one. Those are 2x3s. I'm gonna use those to make the door. And then I have about 2.5 2x4 treated 8-footers left. And whatever, there's a scrap pile in there and a filthy garage covered in sawdust. But eventually I'd like to build a 12-inch gable on each end. Just kind of stop from there.
Before we go to guys or after we go to guys?
Oh.
Dougie?
What are you doing? She's cooking dinner. Look at that hot outfit. She's gonna be so mad at me. So that's what we're doing. Funny thing, I haven't told my wife yet, but she was a president of a sorority at Ohio State University. So I'm thinking about naming this the sorority house. Oh my gosh, you're about to scare me. What are you doing?
Giving an introduction to her new house. Is this going to be the president of the sorority, Kens? Or is Shelly going to be? Be gentle. Good girl.
I guess she overheard me talking about calling it the sorority house, huh?
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Oh, yeah. No roosters allowed.
Good. After I build it, I'm done.
Fine by me.
Hey, Kens, what kind of chicken is that?
Brown.
That is a Brahma that has been named Shelly. I wanted to know, who's Shelly? Why would you name a chicken after someone? She says, no, silly, because it came out of an eggshell. So, obviously. So, hey, open the window. Mommy's getting cold out there. Does she like her future home? Hold it up once, Kens. This is the favorite out of the 7 for the kiddo. Look at that. Well, you better get that thing away from me. I'm still not 100% sure I like chickens. Actually, I'm about 5% sure that I might like them. Is that the one that falls asleep in your hands? Are you excited about this chicken coop? Chick, 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 chick.
She doesn't know now.
She's kind of cute. I'll give you that. What kind is that?
Brahma.
A Brahma. A light Brahma? And how many days old is she now?
A week old.
A week old. Alrighty. See you later, chickie. After 5, the missus just yelled that dinner is done, and perfect timing because I just got all the steel corrugated roof done. So I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. Governor DeWine said that fishing is an acceptable pastime right now, as long as you're not doing it. Kind of bummed I didn't hit the walleye river run, but then I got thinking, I was like, you know what, there's no reason I can't go grab my boat, hit a ramp early in the morning and fish the lake where, you know, you're hundreds and hundreds of yards apart from each other. So I heard it's pretty busy this weekend, but today's Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday, and we eat a lot of fish, a lot of walleye and perch. So this is the time of year we kind of stock up. So I'm gonna hit the lake tomorrow morning and then come back and hopefully wrap this up. But let me show you as far as I got done today. So still got to frame in this front. Well, let's get under this way here. All the rafters are done. All the steel roofing is on. Most of it's screwed down. I got some places I want to go, especially along both edges, and really do that good. So that's what we got. It was a fun day, but I'm happy to see that it's all under roof. So as you can see, this is going to be the hen house. There's a window from the other video, and the whole thing is under one big roof. So screen in there. I don't know if I'm putting a door in an end or I'm putting the door in one of these openings. That has not been determined yet, but good progress today. I'm happy. These supports that I had originally had, I'm gonna leave those. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this gap right here. Gap right here. I think I'm gonna get a big thick piece of blue board to put underneath there. That way when it rains, it's not as loud in there. I don't know if that affects chickens or not, but for me it would be annoying. So I'm gonna do that, or I'll put plywood on it, something. I still haven't decided what I want to do for the back door yet. I know what I want to do, I just haven't come up with it in my mind yet how I'm going to do it. So that's where we are. It's been a good day. Got the 2x4x12s along the edges, really sturdied that up that way, up and down. I put 2 cross pieces in, just trying to sturdy it up. Like I said, it's not going to be a permanent coop. It's going to move every so often, and it's kind of, chickens are going to be out of it all day long, so they're only going to be in at night. But I figure if I was building it, might as well. If we ever get rid of chickens, I can use this for a firewood storage area or something, or a mini house. That would work. But here's what we are for today. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'm gonna go grab my boat, make sure all my reels and stuff are set up for tomorrow. She's still working from home every day. Kiddo is on school break this week, and I'm on a new work schedule, so we're changing what we were doing. So the way it happens right now, I have 3 days off. So I'm gonna go fishing tomorrow, come back, hopefully finish the coop, and then Wednesday night after 5, when the ramps are empty, I'm gonna take those 2 fishing because they've been itching to get out. It's kind of something we do as a family, and we all enjoy the boats. So thanks for watching. This is gonna wrap up part 2, and I'm hoping I can get this done tomorrow. This is all the wood I have left, so I hope I can get it done framing wise, and then I have the pickets over there. So all right guys, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. See you in part 3.